Am I? I'll be honest with you. Am I ever? I know everybody heard me say I was sick of talking about wrestling, but after today, after today, we're gonna start off with the whole thing going on with WWE. I'm gonna get one of the articles up. I know one of them is for them being an essential business. They're somehow labeled an essential business, which means the employees are now going to be fucking put at risk, which is just fucking great. So we'll have
they only call us essential because they don't have the balls to call us sacrificial.
Yeah.
I'll be sacrificed to the Eldritch gods.
No, you will be sacrificed to the blood gods and used to make a skull for the skull throne.
That'd be pretty sick. I like thrones. You got in Doctor Doom's chair. That shit's pretty sick, dude.
All right. So I got this up. So I got one article up that I didn't share with anybody yet because this literally has been coming into the grapevine, and I didn't want to share it until everything was pretty much finalized. But now that it is finalized, I'm going to read it. So I'll read this one, and then Nikos, you could read the WWE deemed an essential business article and the Donald Trump one.
Yeah.
So WWE is all over the goddamn place. WWE releases several performers among financial cuts. World Wrestling Entertainment announced Wednesday it is releasing several performers among a series of financial cuts in response to the coronavirus pandemic. Included in the releases are wrestlers Rusev, Drake Maverick, Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Heath Slater, Eric Young, Rowan, Sarah Logan, Noe Jose, Mike Kanellis, Maria Kanellis, EC3, Leo Rush, Primo, and Epico. Now, half of these are not really shockers. However, a few are. I'm going to talk about the few here. Rusev, not so much, actually. But Drake Maverick, I'm going to save him for last because he's got a whole section in here. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows is a huge shock considering they just came off that whole thing with The Undertaker. So
yeah, which honestly, despite the weirdness of most of what I saw of this past WrestleMania, that particular segment I actually enjoy quite thoroughly.
Yeah, at least one of us did.
Is Kurt Angle also released?
Kurt Angle is also released. I'm getting to him. He wasn't really doing much. Not really even give him the time of day here. Not that I hate Kurt Angle, by the way. I'm just saying.
Kurt Angle's
doing much of anything. And then we have, and mainly the reason why is because of those big contracts that Luke and Carl were getting. That's what's shocking to me out of everything else. Leo Rush is another shocker just because of how essential he was to NXT's Cruiserweight division. And now it's like they just cut him for no fucking reason.
Yeah, but to be fair, is it really out of the ordinary for WWE to just go, thank you for being a part of a storyline. The check may be in the mail, but good luck in your future endeavors.
Anyway.
And then they go on and make twice that money elsewhere.
Yeah.
I'll keep reading on now that I read the names that were kind of a shocker on that list. Minus Drake Maverick, we're gonna get to him. AKA Rockstar Spud for those who don't follow WWE like most of us. WWE also announced it is letting go Kurt Angle, a retired wrestler and backstage producer, and an English who was a commentator. He was actually one of the fucking good ones. That pisses me off. For literally no fault of his own. He was actually one of the better ones. who has not wrestled since 2019, but recently done commentary, and referee Mike Chioda. Keep in mind, Mike Chioda is like their longest tenured referee.
Yeah, he's been there. He's been there since the early '90s.
And they just fucking release it. Prior to the releases, WWE announced it was furloughing. I think that's how it's pronounced. A portion of its workforce effective immediately. The company added it believes the headcount reductions will be temporary in nature, which is total bullshit, by the way. That's just total bullshit. The names I spouted off, it's total bullshit. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows were paid $1 million apiece. Okay, that's not fucking chump change here.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of fucking money.
That's a lot of money.
All these 5-year deal contracts, basically, all the names I just mentioned that were on 5-year deals, gone.
Well, look
and that adds along with the Revival, who are also released. So
to be honest.
Well, James, there's one thing you have to remember with WWE and wrestling in general, to be honest, and that is, you know what contracts and cards have in common?
Yeah, they expire.
Not even expire. They are subject to change without notice.
Yep. Which is bullshit, because that's not how fucking literally name unless like I we'll get to the people in his fucking cabinet, because in Trump's cabinet, because a lot of those fucking guys, while I don't like the fact that he's even doing that fucking business thing, at least they know how to fucking, you know, do proper business when they need to let go of somebody.
Agreed.
Most do.
My thing with this is I'm really shocked out of all the people to lose. It's Rusev.
Yeah.
The guy who's...
I'm not shocked.
But
I'm not shocked. He wanted out of there. He wanted out of there because of what they were doing with his fucking wife.
No, I agree. But what I'm trying to say is the guy was a huge fucking star in WWE for like the first year he was in the company.
Yeah.
Bullet Club.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gone.
It's all gone. It's legitimately all. Bullet Club in WWE is dead.
Yeah, but to be fair, they weren't even being fucking utilized for what they have as talent.
No.
Honestly, all these workers
anyway. Even Finn Balor, like they had to bring him back down to NXT, and the only thing AJ Styles has done is that, you know,
stupid fucking angle taker.
You know, that Boneyard match, which is getting mixed reviews by people, even on here.
I didn't like.
I enjoyed it. Some people didn't, but that's like, other than that, what the fuck has AJ Styles done?
Dude, I finally watched that. I was not impressed.
Yeah, that's whatever. I don't even care.
I was not.
Honestly, that's
not a lot of people. Not a lot of people were impressed by the Boneyard match. You got to be somebody who's easily entertained to enjoy that match. And those who know me know I am very easily entertained.
Same here. Like, if you watch a lot of movies, you kind of get drawn into it cinematically. But overall, the whole match,
absolutely.
The
cinematic presentation was amazing.
Listen,
it was like a scene from
we're going
off
the rails. We're going off the rails. I don't want to waste time.
James, we're the Indy Force. That's what we do.
I know, but we also have a lot of topics this time.
Listen, I don't want people getting cut off at like random points. It's fine. Listen, if I wanted to play a video game cutscene, I would just watch the whole thing online. If I wanted to watch wrestling with just cutscenes, I'd watch only just promo packages. Fair.
But anyway,
and the great thing about our promotion is we let you do that.
Exactly.
This is a very depressing read for the rest of this, because this is where it talks about Drake Maverick shit. So yeah, it will be temporary in nature. I already read that. In addition to the furloughs, WWE said it is reducing executive and board member pay, decreasing operating expenses, and cutting talent expenses, third-party staffing, and consulting. Yeah, so much for that fucking Saudi money that probably doesn't exist because the prince is a fucking liar. SI_wrestling tweeted out brutal video of Drake Maverick on his release from WWE. such raw emotion, it's important to remember the people behind the characters. So Drake Maverick is still, as of right now, despite being released, and I don't even know why he's still doing it at this fucking point. I guess because he's trying to prove a fucking point, like you're gonna rue the day you release me, motherfucker. But he got released, and now he's basically wrestling his next 3 dates with WWE in the Cruiserweight tournament for the interim championship with no pay. With no fucking pay.
Which is completely fucked.
Yeah.
If I was him, I would take my cute little ass and walk the
I would have fucking walked, but I guess he has more patience than I do.
Dude, he can have patience, but when you're not getting paid, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
That's
fucking, it's not ECW anymore. Like, those days are long fucking past. Anyway, various producers were reportedly affected by the cuts as well, including Shane Helms. Haha, WWE ain't so great now, you cunt. And WWE writer Andrea Lissenberg, who was also let go. Also impacted by the company's cost reductions in a deferral on spending for the company's new headquarters for at least 6 months. WWE believes the cuts will save roughly $4 million monthly and improve cash flow by $140 million, primarily due to the paused construction funding, excuse me. And then WWE, this is their fucking statement here. God, I'm already not looking forward to reading this shit. Management continues to believe the fundamentals of the company's business remain strong and that WWE is well positioned to take full advantage of the changing media landscape. Clearly that's bullshit. And increasing value of live sports rights over the longer term. Fucking talk about PR fucking bullshit. Oh my god. On Monday, WWE was deemed an essential business by Florida and allowing it to continue its broadcasts. According to ESPN's Mark Raimondi, WWE will be running live shows running on Monday, April 20th. Which is this coming Monday. A WWE employee was recently announced to have been diagnosed with COVID-19. That's another fucking story I forgot that we should have even fucking put in there. But has fully recovered. The individual was in attendance at the tapings of WrestleMania 36, but was not exposed to the virus until after the conclusion of the production, according to the statement. So, you already know WWE's word with that little PR bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
As I said, this is why we wrote down the topic as WrestleMania bullshit.
WWE went forward with WrestleMania 36 without an audience, recording the event at its training center, broadcasting it on April 5th and 6th. Gee, it's almost like you should have done this thing, which was postponed in June! Fucking
or until next April.
Nikos, get into this fucking deemed an essential business article, please.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, I'm gonna do this.
Essential.
And then
anyway.
I'm gonna do this.
Fucking annoyed. Honestly, I was not looking forward to reading any of this shit.
Oh, get ready for this.
Yeah.
Earlier today,
I'm putting on my politician blinders.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not even wearing the hat for this. No, it does not deserve to be rustled on my hat for this.
You should get the hat and then throw it as soon as you start talking about it.
Oh,
I'd fucking burn it.
No, you gotta keep it.
Let's talk about this shit show, shall we?
Yep.
As soon as he gets like the first sentence whipped.
Earlier today, I found this article posted on metro.co.uk. written by Alistair McGeorge. Now, I don't normally go for certain articles that talk about any form of politics or any other garbage because we don't know if it's either credible or not, but at this point, the current situation, we'll take what we can get. So the title of this article is called Donald Trump names WWE's Vince McMahon as advisor to restart U.S. economy.
Okay, so you didn't hear that wrong.
Yeah, you did not hear that wrong.
I wish he fell
Trust me, I'm fully aware.
I wish he fell asleep during that. That would have been fucking super funny. Wait, what? Huh? I put my blinders on. I couldn't hear you.
So,
boy, just continue. Sorry, Nikos.
No, it's fine. It's fine. The U.S. president announced this week he's putting together a group including the commissioners of the nation's top 4 sports leagues and other executives, as well as the great WWE chairman Vince McMahon.
That's
Trump
legit a quote, by the way. That's a legit a quote.
That
by
is
the
a legit
fucking
quote.
president.
You do realize
fucking ass.
You do realize these two go back almost 30 years,
I don't give a fuck when they go fucking back. Kiss the hairiest part of my ass. They go back to WrestleMania 3.
That's
try 4.
That's a lot of ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So, Trump also named the likes of NBA's Adam Silver, NFL chief Roger Goodell, MLB's Rob Manfred, and NHL boss Gary Bettman. Furthermore, he noted that UFC president Dana White is part of the team alongside Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban and New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft. Let me just dispose of that.
Out of all the people, okay, I understand Dana White. I get that. Yeah. I completely understand that front.
But Bob Kraft?
But wait.
Yeah, I'm president of the New England Patriots, too.
I'm going to touch your Asians.
I shouldn't be laughing at that, but that's hilarious.
Fucking, yeah, I mean...
Listen, he wanted the cream of some young girl, so...
Speaking during a briefing...
Politics. It's politics at its absolute worst here.
Yeah.
Especially when you got an idiot in the fucking White House making these fucking...
Mainly, yeah.
Wait, I don't know if I could call Dana White a genius. I can't really say Dana White's a genius.
Dana's the only one out of the very few that isn't an idiot, because I don't see any other fucking business that isn't tampered with or fucking irrelevant.
I don't know. UFC's pretty irrelevant these days.
James, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, but before
James, I'm gonna call a T on this one. Dana White wants to buy a private island and hold fighting tournaments on the island. Motherfucker is becoming Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat.
You know what? I'll be real. It's a smarter idea than what they're trying to fucking push for.
Here's the question. If he wins, does he consume their hair in order to gain back his? Or does he consume their souls in order to feed his hunger?
Your hair
is mine.
Anyway, continue.
Let's
just continue with this fucking shit show of an article.
Nikos, you did that way better than I did, man. That was great.
Anyway, speaking during a briefing on Tuesday, Trump talked about the importance of bringing sports back into everyday life after the coronavirus pandemic forced leagues to halt play. He said, and I quote, "We have to get our sports back. I'm tired of watching baseball games that are 14 years old. I haven't actually had too much time to watch. I would say maybe I watch one batter and then I get back to work." End quote. The conference came after it was revealed WWE would be allowed to continue to hold live shows without a crowd at the Performance Center in Orlando. Despite the stage being under a stay-at-home order, the company has been deemed an essential business, and so it will be able to broadcast from its training facility each week. Speaking to the media...
I'm sorry, Nikos, I have to say
go ahead.
That moment when you realize WWE has become the old TNA.
Yeah.
I said that 5 fucking years ago. I actually, you know what? That's disrespecting TNA. Then I'm gonna be honest.
TNA, yeah.
I'd much rather right now the TNA in 2010 than what we have going on right now.
I wasn't even thinking that recent. You remember when they only broadcast out of one arena?
Oh, you mean when TNA was the fucking coolest time period ever?
Different. That was different. Much different circumstances.
Wait, hold on, Casey. Are you talking about the time period where Mick Foley fights Abyss and jumps off the top of the Titantron?
That I don't remember seeing. I'm more referring to the era of Sting versus Jeff Jarrett in Lethal Lockdown.
Yeah, that's the same.
I thought you were going to say Sting versus Jeff Hardy.
Wrong Jeff. Wrong Jeff.
Wrong Jeff.
Anyway, that's beside the point.
Wrong Jeff, but right time era, basically.
Yes.
Yes, very true.
To continue, speaking to the media earlier this week, Orange County Mayor Jeff Deming said, "I think initially there was a review that was done and there was not initially deemed an essential business. With some conversation with the governor's office regarding the governor's order, they were deemed an essential business, and so therefore they were allowed to remain open. Classification as an essential business amid Florida's stay-at-home mandate comes from a memo issued by State Coordinating Officer Jared Moskowitz. Listing those classified as such." Yeah.
He got beat up as a kid.
Moskowitz. Listing those classified as such, the memo
Does he have a son named Fievel?
Possibly.
If he does, I'm going to laugh.
Oh, he probably looks like a rat.
All politicians are fucking rats.
Facts.
Well, in this case, we're talking about a Florida State Trooper?
A state coordinating officer.
Fair.
The memo states, employees at a professional sports and media production with a national audience, including any athletes, entertainers, production team, executive team, media team, and any others necessary to facilitate, including services supporting such production, only if the location is closed to the general public. End quote. WWE will continue to broadcast live 3 nights a week from its Orlando training facility. Explaining its stance, the company recently said, "We believe it is now more important than ever to provide people with a diversion from these hard times. We are producing content on a closed set with only essential personnel in attendance following appropriate guidelines while taking additional precautions to ensure the health and wellness of our performers and staff."
Yeah, here's the problem with that. You're doing it live every fucking week, 3 nights a week, you idiots. You know how you do it properly? You fucking tape 2 months of fucking shows in advance like you were originally gonna fucking do. But you didn't want to fucking
like
do
the current AEW method.
So hold on. What was the things that they were saying in this fucking statement? Hold on. I want to read that.
I'm sorry. What were you just saying?
The 3 words in this that you're probably going to read very quickly here: hope, determination, and perseverance. Right? That's what they brand themselves as.
Yeah.
And money. Don't forget about the money.
Here comes the money.
That's all they give a fuck about. Don't believe all this bullshit that you fucking see and hear with your own fucking ears. Hope, determination, and perseverance. Bullshit. Bullshit. If that was the fucking case, you would have done what AEW did and taped 2 months fucking shows before their fucking pay-per-view. How is I don't fucking get it, man. I don't fucking get it. I understand people are fucking going stir crazy. I understand people need a fucking escapism. I'm probably one of them. I won't fucking lie. But the fact that you feel the need to fucking go live every other fucking week, and we talked about this on the last one, it's all about the fucking money. And Vince knew, and this is how I know, they were looking at any fucking way. Fox and USA, I guarantee you they were praying that Vince would stick with the whole taping so that way they can fucking kick them off their networks. And so when Vince found out this is probably what he was pushing for, I don't think even Dana White or anybody else fucking got involved in this until Vince went to Trump first. Because he knew if he fucking didn't, his business was going to go fucking under, plain and simple.
Agreed. Now,
he's just delaying the inevitable.
What's going on here?
He's just delaying the inevitable. His company's dead in the water anyway.
Dude, no, let me ask you a question. Here's a good one. Here's a good question. Here's a really good one. When was the last time that you sat in a room full of people and somebody said, hey, did you catch that week of Raw? Did you catch Raw this week? The last time I remember that was when I was a little kid in 2001.
Yeah. 2007 maybe?
2008.
That's honestly it.
That pretty much sums it up. Yeah.
But that begs the question. And it's a question for all of us, and I wrote it down onto the list.
Go for it.
Would we consider WWE as an essential business?
No.
No.
Here's why. Here's why I won't consider.
Hold on. Let's get Casey. I want to get Casey in on here too.
Sorry, I've been asleep the past.
Is WWE considered as an essential business?
It shouldn't be.
No.
Okay. So all four of us on here agree, and if you disagree, you can write it in the comments below if you happen to disagree with this topic, and that's fine. You have the right to your own opinion, and we have the right to ours. Well, from our perspective as individuals, it is ridiculous to have healthy, well-trained athletes go to the same facility every single week and possibly catch something that could kill them.
If they have a weakened immune system or are of the age where they could get killed by it.
So most
half their roster?
Yeah, pretty much half their roster.
Roman had the right idea. He's the only one that had the right idea. This is what fucking frustrates me. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna fucking say it because I think I've had all as, and I said it in the chat. I've had all as it can fucking stand, and I can't stand any fucking more. At the end of the day, the athletes fucking matter. Without your athletes, you aren't a fucking billionaire. Period.
Exactly. And
so I'm encouraging if any wrestler from that fucking garbage company is listening to me right now, you do what I fucking do right now. And I hope everybody on the rundown, I hope everybody on No DQ is fucking listening to me loud and clear. I boycott WWE. No Raw, no SmackDown, no NXT, no NXT UK, no 205 Live. I'm fucking done. I'm done. You could fucking shove it up your fucking ugly ass, because I ain't coming back until Vince is fucking passed. There's my fucking quote. Take that to the fucking bank. You think I fucking am bullshit right now? I have no desire to fucking tune into this fucking company right now.
Looks like
no fucking athlete should be working in this time. No one.
Looks like you'll never be watching WWE again, because I guarantee you, Vince McMahon has found the secret to immortality.
Good.
Yeah,
whatever.
That man should have been dead.
A fucking lettuce company go under, but as long as AEW's around,
that man should have
honest to God, I could give two fucks less.
That man should have been dead 6 times over at least by now.
Especially with the steroid addiction.